Well, hello there, you happy, peppy people, and welcome to another Trippy Food live stream. Today, a very special live stream. Well, maybe not special, but we're targeting something. So we're targeting pickles and pickling, and that's what our stream is. I excited Doodle. Hang on, gotta bring him up. Doodle, you want to say hi? You want to say hi? Over there. They're over there, Doodle. Doodle. They're over there. They're over this way. Look, right there. There you go. Yeah, maybe not. Okay. You just let me know if you want some attention. I can start you off with a snack. How's that? Here you go. You want that? No? We'll put it right there in case you want it. So we're going to start them off with a snack. I was thinking I look a little bit red today. It's because I was out at the LA County Fair yesterday filming. That episode went live yesterday, and the reason we wanted to go live is because this is the last weekend. So today, well, actually Friday night, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. Monday's the last day. So it's kind of a big deal because it is the 100th anniversary. So the LA County Fair started 1922, and it's also kind of a big deal because this is the first post-COVID thing where it's a full fair. So last year, I think you probably remember that we did some filming there, but they did the bite-sized fair, which is just only the food, no rides or anything like that. And it was just it was much smaller thing. So this year it was a wide open thing. So there's 3 videos up. There's the one that we did on Trippy Food, which is basically a fair walkthrough, and we try different things. Also, if you go to Janice Yamanaka's channel, we reviewed, what did we review on her channel? I think it was the spicy cheese curd fries, not poutine, spicy cheese curd fries, and that was from Tasty Burger. So we reviewed that on her channel, so check that out. And then on Reckless Eating, Janice and I, standing in for a quarantined Matt Zion, we did the Kool-Aid chicken sandwich at Chicken Charlie's. So three videos out: the Trippy Food video, kind of the walkthrough, the one on Manaka's channel doing the spicy cheese curd fries, and the one on Reckless Eating where we do the Kool-Aid chicken sandwich. So don't ask me how it was. Watch the video. I won't kind of let anything out, but it was a lot of fun. We also filmed, I think, let's see, I'm trying to remember if that came out last night. I think it was last night we aired that. While we were at the fair, Janice and I filmed the, because I think somebody in the chat was asking us about it, the Mountain Dew purple, what was it? Purple, I want to say Purple Passion. I know that's not right. I can't remember what the full name is, but we did that at the fair, and we also, I think we released that last night on Trippy Food, so check that out as well. So I neglected to mention everybody in the channel. Tom was here early, so Tom, old guy in Colorado, welcome. Donna Lauderdale's here. Miguel Rangel is here. Jared Tieno is here. John King is here. Let's see, make sure I get everybody. I think, hey, Mean Metal Mike is here. We've missed you, Mean Metal Mike. It's been a few weeks since we've seen you, so welcome. Jessica Stanton is here. Let's see, Adam Hebb is here. All right, it's a party now. We have 10. It's actually very early. We're only 3 minutes in, and we have, well, I was going to say it says 10, and it just went down to 9. So we lost somebody. Sorry, my condolences to whoever we lost on 9. So let's see. I didn't see Janice yet. It would be unusual, but I think Janice had something to do today, and then she said she was going to pop in because I don't think Purple Thunder. Thank you, Miguel. I don't think that Janice wants to break her streak of having attended every single one of our live streams. So there we go. Today, again, is a special episode, and basically we're going to be covering pickles and pickling. So I think everything is pickled, or except for the chips, which are pickle flavored, and then our beverages. I'm going to kind of give it a caveat with them about being pickled. Now there are pickle beers, but they're really hard to find. I could not find any in our area, and I could not have any shipped to me. Could not find any beers. There are some. Didn't get any, but I'll explain that when we actually do our adult beverage. And then for our soft drink, there are pickle sodas. Like I think probably Lester Fixin's Rocket Fizz, they do a pickle flavored soda, and I think we've done that. We've either did that on me or on our channel, but I kind of wanted to do something that was like more real than just that pickle flavored, whatever. Speaking of that, speaking of pickles, I just saw that Mountain Dew is planning to come out with a pickle flavor Mountain Dew. So I don't know. I'm pretty sure that's accurate. I don't think it was on some fake website or anything. So Mountain Dew apparently is planning to do a pickled flavored Mountain Dew. Not soon enough for this particular episode. But so I got a cucumber soda, being that it's probably going to have the flavor of pickles because it has that cucumber. But see, since it doesn't have a pickle brine or anything flavor in that, we're going to enhance it. Let's put it that way. And it will be a pickle flavored soda. So there we go. That's the plan today. Yes, thank you, John. If you're the praying type, then please do so for the families in Uvalde, Texas. Thank you. Joining from mobile. Hey, Ryan Jones, welcome. Glad you can make it. Usually I like to wait till about 10 or 15 after. Let's see, how many snacks do we have? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 snacks. We're going to do beverage, snack, beverage, snack. I guess that'll work. You guys let me know. Do you want the adult beverage first, or do you want the soft drink first? Let me know. I think, actually, I take that back. I think I'm going to do the adult beverage first. I'll explain why in a second, and the soft drink afterwards, because we have to enhance the soft drink, and I want to be able to have open some of the things that we're doing before we get into the soft drink. So I think we're going to start with our adult beverage, if you guys don't mind. You should review limited time flavor berries and cream RC Cola. I didn't even hear about that. We don't really get RC Cola that much here, but yeah, I will check that out. I haven't drank RC Cola in years. I know when I used to live in Massachusetts, we got it, and I used to drink it there, but I have not had it in years. Just the regular RC Cola. So I will definitely check that out. Thank you, Miguel, for mentioning that. We have our cards. We have let's see. We have our okay. So I did want to mention that I originally had, I think, 4 snacks. So we had the chips and we had other things that that was in the thumbnail. But I snuck one in. I did sneak one in. So these are from John's Marketplace, and these are pickled green tomatoes. 2 things green tomatoes are good for: fried green tomatoes and pickled green tomatoes. I just wanted to add that in. John's makes their own. It's a John's Marketplace is a Eastern European and Mediterranean or Middle Eastern grocery, very large grocery, and so I think we've done a live stream where we've actually had a bunch of stuff that we bought at John's, but I went there specifically for these. So these are pickled green tomatoes, and we will be adding this to our roster of snacks today. As a matter of fact, with the exception of the chips, really it's not really snack-like. Like everything is, I'm gonna go ahead and say vegetables. Everything is pickled vegetables. So that's how we're gonna roll today. Random question: do you like Velveeta? Jessica, I like Velveeta. Velveeta has a place, right? So it's like if I'm gonna do like a charcuterie board or a cheese board or something like that, I'm not gonna like Velveeta on that. But because of how it melts and because of the texture of it, Velveeta is really, really good for things you're going to top stuff on and everything. So, like I said, I don't like to just slice Velveeta and eat it, but I do like it on certain things or in certain things as an ingredient. So I hope that answers your question, Jessica. Did Doodle go out? Oh, he's back. He's back already, and he ate his snack. So that's what it is. I found on his little bed. And so rather than to eat it there, he carried it out in the other room. He likes to eat it on the carpet out in the other room. And that's his thing. That's his shtick. And I don't blame him for doing that. So there we go. We brought Doodle in at the beginning because he got all excited and came up at the beginning of it. But I'm sure during the show, once I start opening things, he's going to get all excited. He's going to want to join us for that. So we'll do that. So the thing about pickling is some people might be familiar with brining. Brining is not the same thing. Brining is basically done with salt and other ingredients, herbs and stuff. And you basically do that to kind of break down the meat before you actually cook it. So some things really need to be brined, like alligator. Alligator can be tough, so it needs to be brined. Even like turkey, if you're going to cook turkey, it's so much better brine. I'm not talking about like the turkeys that you buy that have like saline or salt water injected into it. I'm not talking about that at all. I'm talking about, brining it overnight. You don't usually brine more than overnight. Pickling is something, you do it for many days, sometimes weeks, and you do it to preserve food so it lasts longer, and it lasts months if you preserve it. So something that you might not consider pickled would be like kimchi. Kimchi is pickled. Sauerkraut is pickled. Salt pork is pickled. Sallow is pickled. So these are things that are either pickled with vinegar or pickled with salt or salt cured. So they're like packed in salt and everything, and the salt actually cures them and preserves them. So either salt cured or pickled in a salt brine or a vinegar brine. All right. So I hope that helps. Basically, the reason for doing it, again, is to preserve food. And I think the estimate is that pickling probably started somewhere in the Middle East, Mesopotamia area, probably about 4,000 years ago. The idea is you want whatever you're pickling stuff in to have a pH level of 4.6 or lower, which will kill bacteria. So pH, I always wondered about pH myself. Little p, uppercase H. It stands for potential of hydrogen, and basically it's used to measure how acid or how base a substance is. So that's the extent of the science that we're going to get into. But that's the idea of pickling, just to preserve foods and make foods go longer. So we're going to test that theory today because we have, like I said, four pickled items and one that's pickle flavored. And there we go. So brining ham, yes. Let's see, what other things do you brine? I know that people brine turkeys. They're going to make alligator. You got to brine alligator because it can be tough if you don't brine it. And basically, you want to kind of break down the cellular structure of that a little bit so that when you cook it, it's tender and easy to eat. Pickled bubblegum. John, I don't know if you're making a suggestion or you've actually had pickled bubblegum. If you actually had pickled bubblegum, there's a story there, and I'd love to hear it. Hey, Hank Hill has just entered the room. Now, I have to admit, Hank, that I don't remember if I've seen you in here, but I think I have seen you leave comments on the YouTube episodes. So welcome, Hank. Glad you can make it. Glad you could join us today. Do you like pickled pig's feet? I do, Miguel. I do like pickled pig's feet. When I was a kid, my mom used to make them. So she used to make it on the stove, and then she used to like cut it up, put it in vinegar, and just put it in the refrigerator for a while. She also used to do that with eggplant, and that was pretty good too. So one of the things I was gonna get, but then I had to buy this huge jar, and I don't know how I was gonna eat it. So I think we did an episode with pickled pig's feet previous. So Miguel, check out, do a search on our page or our channel, and you can find an episode where we did pickled pig's feet. And I think we ate them as is, and then we also fried them. We also deep fried the pickled pig's feet. I don't know. We just did. So one of the things I wanted to get was, I think it's the same brand that I usually get, but it was a mixture of different pig parts. So it had like ears and tails and stuff like that, and I was going to get that. But again, I was going to end up with this big jar. Those I saw at the dollar store, and our local dollar store or our close by dollar store is the 99-cent only store. They had them there. I will probably do that at some point in time, just because it's probably all good. We'll probably do that. But yes, I do like pig's feet. If that answers your question. Today, Tom is doing bourbon chicken and fried rice. That sounds awesome. So if you guys remember, Tom, old guy in Colorado, they do a live stream 2 hours after our live stream. And yeah, there it is. So I will tell you guys this. So immediately after our live stream, maybe not immediately, right? But at 3:30 p.m. Pacific time, we are doing a video premiere. And the video premiere is when Matt, Zion, and I went to the Grand Canyon. So Matt's episode is going to air at the same time, but we're going to do a premiere so we can interact on that. So at 3:30, mark your calendars. We're going to premiere our We're going to premiere our Grand Canyon episode, and that was a while back, but we're just getting around to airing it now. So Matt's airs at the same time, mine airs, and then, like I said, we're going to do ours as a premiere. So there we go. Hank, Janice is not here yet. I think she had something to do, but she was going to be remote, and she said she was going to like dial in or whatever you call that remotely. She did not want to break her streak because, for those of you who do not know, Janice it has the distinction of not having missed a single live stream we've ever done. She's attended, even if it was just momentarily or from afar or remotely. She has attended every single live stream that we've done. So I know she doesn't want to break her streak. So I imagine at some point tonight, she or today, she's gonna poke in there and just say that she's there and everything and keep her streak going. Would you ever dye your hair pink tips? I don't think so. Only it's kind of like I don't have anything against it. It's just that at my age, the problem with that is like when you see some people getting older, they dye their hair. Now with the guys, it's like the rock star guys and everything. It's usually black. It's usually a color that looks like totally foreign on their face. But the older guys do that. But then a lot of the women, older women. When I say older, I'm talking about my mom's age. They're dyeing colors in their hair and everything. So I don't know. I mean, for me, I don't have a problem with it, but I just don't know that it would do anything for me at all. Some people ask me a question about tattoos. Would you ever get a tattoo? I mean, I just haven't, but I think, why would I get a tattoo now? I've gone this far in life without a tattoo. I don't have a problem with it. I just have gone this far without one. So it just doesn't make sense that I would get one. So I don't know if that answers your question or not. Hey, Janice just came in. We are at the convention center for the Star Wars celebration. The internet connection is really bad. It doesn't matter, Janice. You did not. So just know that we'll just put another notch in there, and you have attended, and all is good. So hopefully the connection will last a little bit while, but also don't miss the convention. So there we go. We saw you this weekend. I mean, physically saw you this weekend. So there we go. All right. I think we've covered everything. Please let me know, guys. Let me know if I missed anything. John was saying something. Hang on. Let me make sure. A jar of pickled big parts. Parts is parts. That's true. Like in Scrapple, you can't tell what's in there. It's all pig parts at some point in time. John, you asked something or mentioned something and I missed. I know you were asking Tom what he's cooking tonight. Oh, he's cooking Wagyu beef. Hank Hill, he made Wagyu beef the other day, a Wagyu beef burger the other day. And so the thing is, Tom, the Wagyu beef that you bought in the market was not grade A7 Wagyu beef, which is you're not going to grind that. You're going to keep that whole. It's like a really well marbled beef that you could eat as sashimi. It's that good. So really, what you're buying in the when it's ground up, it might be Wagyu, but again, we're talking about pig parts. In the other case, we're talking about beef parts. So it could be Wagyu beef. It could be off Wagyu cattle, but you might get some leg meat and cabeza or something. So who knows? But that's the thing about Wagyu. Hi everyone. I'm on my phone, so I can't say hi individually to everyone. We get it, Janice. That's cool. Just nice that you're here and participating. All right. So I ran over. We should get started. So I think we're going to start with our adult beverage. This is our adult beverage here. I'm trying to figure out how it looks in the camera. And this is Stem. The company is Stem Ciders. And this is salted cucumber. Now I thought, what's going to taste more like a pickle than a salted cucumber cider, right? Because you're going to have that acidity from the cider. I think there's apple in here. I'm not 100% sure. Let me take a look at the ingredients. Ingredients are fresh pressed apple juice, and I guess they're doing that for the cider. Fresh cucumber juice, water, hops. There's hops in there as well. Well, that's probably where the alcohol comes from. Sea salt contains sulfides. So this is 6.4% alcohol by volume, which is a lot higher than most regular beers. Stem Ciders, the company was founded by Eric Foster and Phil Kao, K-A-O, Kao, in 2013 in Denver, Colorado. So I don't think I need to do anything special to this to make it taste pickled, right? It is a fermented beverage. It is a fermented cucumber beverage, and they're also using like an apple cider to give it a tartness and everything. So I think we're just going to call this pickle. We're just going to call it pickle. And anybody disagree, let me know. But I think we're just going to call this pickle. Let's see. I missed something. Oh, neither was Arby's uses. They don't come close to it. Well, Tom, the thing about Arby's is I think, I'm trying to remember, 52%. So Arby's is not real. It's not 100% Wagyu. It is 52%, and that Wagyu that they use could even be Wagyu scraps. So yeah, it doesn't come close to even the cheap Wagyu that you would buy in the supermarket. So you're right there, Tom. Absolutely right. Somebody says, "Hi, Scott." Which Scott and who's stuck in the room? Just Scott. Okay. It's been a few weeks for me. It has, Scott, but it's never too late, and taking time out of your day to join us. So there we go. Okay, so let's ask a question from our handy dandy cards. And the question is, it's an alcoholic beverage question. The majority of Foster's beer is brewed in which country? The majority of Foster's beer is brewed in which company? Which country, I'm sorry. So I'm going to put that over there in the refrigerated case, and let's open this up. Let's see, glass here. Now this is a cider, so we're not doing like a beer pour. We're not doing a hard pour or anything like that. I don't think we're going to get much of a head off this. It smells like beer. That's weird. Could it be hops? Could it be the hops giving it that smell? I'm not getting a pickle smell. I'm not getting a cucumber smell, and I'm not getting the apple smell. Well, a little bit of the apple smell, I suppose. I can't eat at Arby's after my friend that worked there told me how much fat injected into the meat. Well, which meat, Scott? Because are you talking about the Wagyu beef burger? Because they have a ton of meats. It's not the best looking meat either. When they did that chicken sandwich, that was pretty good. The spicy chicken sandwich, that was actually pretty good. Okay, here we go. Ooh, that is a strange taste. That is a strange taste. It's not, the cucumber is not the strongest taste in there. Apple is a little bit, it's probably like the hops. The hops are the strongest taste in here. I mean, it's a cider, but I mean, it is really tart. It tastes like vinegar. It tastes like you're drinking vinegar. It doesn't have like a pickled cucumber flavor. It's almost like drinking the brine, but not getting the flavor from the pickle. It's an odd little drink. It's kind of citrusy. I'm not sure why, because apple doesn't provide citrus. Maybe that's from the hops. Because hops are kind of bitter anyways. That's what makes an IPA so bitter. It's the hops. And it has alcohol in it. I'm gonna say it's okay. It's not like I would never find that refreshing. It's not something I would drink on a regular basis. It's interesting. It meets our pickle requirements and everything. I'm gonna give that a thumbs in the middle. I think. Like I said, it's not something refreshing enough that you would just drink it on its own. And at the same time, it doesn't quite match up to our expectations of what something pickle based should taste like. So yeah, that's just going to get a thumbs in the middle for me. So let's go back to our question. Our question was the majority of Foster's beer is brewed in which country? So let's see. We have Janice Yamanaka says Australia. Miguel Rangel says Australia. Jared Tierno said Australia. Old guy in Colorado says Australia. Miguel Rangel says Fort Worth, Texas. I don't know if that was the answer to the question or not. It's a great answer because it's so totally off. I think that's it. So the correct answer isn't the UK. So everybody was wrong. The majority of Foster's beer is actually brewed in the UK. It is an Australian beer. They even say it's an Australian beer. Their commercials say it's what is it? It's Australian for beer. But actually, most of it is brewed in the United Kingdom. So I think everybody got it wrong. Nobody said the UK. And because everybody got it wrong, everybody gets 500 points. Everybody. 500 points to everybody, just because I just love that everybody got it wrong. Either that, or maybe I can't trust this card. I'm not sure, but either way, give yourselves 500 points for that one. Okay, so Tom brought up something that's I think is funny. So every time Tom comes up with an answer, he has to have the word kumquat worked into there somewhere. It's a requirement. He's not allowed to even be on the channel unless he does that. So the thing was, when Janice and I were at the LA County Fair, they had a cane juice booth. So basically, they were making drinks from cane juice, and you could pick another flavor to add to it. So Janice's, I think, was pineapple, and then I saw kumquat, and I go like, I got to do this. I got to do kumquat for Tom. So I won't say exactly how it went. I will let you watch the video. So the LA County Fair video, watch that, and but I do a kumquat flavored cane juice. So there it is. In I don't want to say in memory of Tom, because like Tom's still with us. In tribute to Tom. Let's do that one. He told me they would inject roast and chicken with fat. Interesting. Has everyone deep fried the meat mountain? No, I don't think so. I've never seen a deep fried meat mountain. And the thing is, Scott, I would like to do the meat mountain, but now add that Wagyu burger that they have to the meat mountain. I would like to also add the fish to it, but unfortunately, they only serve fish during Lent, right? So they don't have the fish patty that they do. It's only during Lent. But there we go. Yeah, everybody was way off. It isn't made in Australia. Wow, hard beer. Yeah, exactly. Hard beer canned to shotgun because it's really it's big. I think that's the one that people used to buy just because it was like such a big can. So you only have to buy one can of beer, but it's like the equivalent of like 2 or 3 beers. So my answer was Mike's Harder Lemonade. Your answer to what though, Jessica? Because we were talking about where, but not. Oh, all right, maybe the company that makes Mike's Lemonade. Do they? Maybe they do. I don't know. Jessica, can you look that up? Because it's possible that they actually do. I don't know. That might be the case. I was looking for a country, but that's fine. I want some deep fried Oreos and Twinkies. Well, go to the fair. They'll have it there. They might have it in other places as well. Where you are, John, do they have, I don't know if they have counties in Canada, but do they have something like, like regional fairs? They would probably have deep fried Oreos and Twinkies. You know what, John? You might check with the Trips. They would know where you could get something like that because they're Canadian. Still rubbing in now. Eating kumquats is officially on my bucket list. It was hard enough watching you eat them on the live stream was bad enough. Yeah, exactly. Well, it's funny because that experience led to me asking them some questions, and like I said, I don't want to spoil it, so watch the video. It was really interesting and fun. So there you go. Yeah, well, Jessica, everybody was way off on the card, so that's why I decided, because it was so spectacular, 500 points for everybody. There we go. So that's our alcohol, our adult beverage. I don't know. I might sip this and everything, but to me, it's kind of like it's okay. There we go. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with the chips because it's the only non-pickled item. So I'm going to start with the chips. So our first item is going to be Kettle Brand crinkle cut potato chips. And Kettle Brand was founded in 1978 in Salem, Oregon, founded by Cameron Healy. Let's see, anything special about these? No, 100% of the excess vegetable oil is converted into biodiesel. Okay, it's non-GMO verified, if that's important. It's gluten-free. I wouldn't think it would have gluten in it, but that's okay. Also, it has a farmer tracker, so I guess you can scan stuff or go to the go to the website and you can find out where the potatoes were grown. So that's always interesting. And again, these are from Kettle Brand, which I believe is in, I don't know if they're still in Salem, Oregon. Yes, they are. They're still in Salem, Oregon. So let's see, let's open these from the bottom. Because, you know, you don't know how that flavoring gets. Oh, gotta open a card. I gotta read a card. All right, here we go. Yes, Scott. So unfortunately, Matt couldn't go to the fair. For those who don't know, Matt is quarantined. He does not have COVID, but his roommate, Majestic, does have COVID, and so Matt is quarantining because he lives with him. So Matt was initially going to go to the fair with us. I think it was going to be Matt and Nando. And Matt says, well, I just can't in good conscience go because I don't want to get anyone sick or anything, and I don't know if I have it or not. So he is quarantined. I think he was negative when he took a test, but Matt was supposed to go to the fair with us, which is why on Reckless Eating, if you go over to Reckless Eating, you'll see the episode that Janice and I filmed for Reckless Eating, just simply because Matt couldn't go, and that's the one thing that he wanted to try. That's why we did that. So Matt couldn't go. Nando was going to go with us. Nando from Reckless Eating. He was going to go with us, and then Matt texted me and said Nando thinks he has COVID. So basically, it was just me and Janice wandering around the fair. But it was fun. It was fun. It was disappointing because, like I said, every year it's been Matt and me going to the fair, you know, and whoever else is joining us. I think Sean joined us one year or something. But yeah, still was fun, and I hopefully we brought you some fun and interesting episodes. So our question is going to be another alcoholic beverage question. Murphy Stout is from which country? This one I think is going to be easy. Even if you guess, I think this one's going to be really easy. Murphy Stout is from which country? So again, that one goes in on the bar. Let's go ahead and open our chips. How long have you been live streaming? Today or in general? Because today it's been what? Today it's been half an hour. But hang on, I can tell you that. I'll just go back and find our first live stream, which was our first live stream was May 1st. Hey, it's an anniversary. May 1st, 2020. So we've been live streaming for almost exactly 2 years. So that's fun. And I hope that answers your question. So the answer to your question is either half an hour or 2 years. All right, let me get back to where I was. There we go. That stinks. My cousin got it 4 times and nothing serious. That's just a cold. That's good. I got sick, and I thought maybe it was COVID, but you know, because it was a throat thing, cough, runny nose, and everything. But I took 3 COVID tests, passed all of them. Turned out to be something viral. They gave me a Z-Pack for it, and you know, blew it out. I still have some residual snot though, so there we go. I didn't think that happened to Matt and Majestic. Well, Majestic got COVID, but Matt, because he lives with Majestic, just wanted to make sure that he quarantined because he didn't want to give it to anybody else. There we go. Went to a huge comedy show 2 weeks ago, and I was so glad I didn't get COVID. Yeah, that's the thing. It's like people go like, okay, you know what? The first one, what was I don't even remember the first one. COVID-19, I guess the base one was the one that was deadly, was killing people, and then we got variants along the way, and I think the latest variant is Omicron B12 or something. I don't know, some number or something after it. It's not as serious. It can be very serious if you have conditions that would make it serious. It can be serious. I think a lot of people have been vaccinated and boosted. I got both boosters, so you know. But yeah, people let their guard down. People go, hey, it's okay, and everybody goes back into doing their indoor activity. Nobody wears a mask and everything. And so the thing is, so what my suggestion is, if you're concerned about catching it, you don't want to catch it. It's like the thing is like okay, maybe Omicron won't kill you, but who wants to get sick if you don't have to, right? So like when I go into the grocery store, I wear a mask. Right now, I was wearing a mask because I was just getting over being sick, so it was for other people. But I always wear an N95, and that way, you know, then I don't worry too much about it before. Anybody has a problem with you wearing a mask is an idiot, right? So the thing is, you're not forcing them to have one. You're not calling them a jerk for not wearing one and everything. You're like, hey, you don't want to wear one? Don't wear one, right? But no one should really give you crap for wearing a mask. So there we go. Um, it's a really weird smell. It smells like plastic. I don't know how else to describe that. These chips smell like plastic. That's weird. Now, if you look at them, let's see how we're going to do this. If you can do this. If you look at them, you see those green specks on there, which I think is probably dill. Yeah, it's actually dill, which I guess they used to help make it. Let's look at the ingredients. I might use pickled juice. I don't know if they actually... ingredients: potatoes, vegetable oils, salt, garlic powder, sugar, vinegar, citric acid, natural flavor, onion powder, parsley, spices, dill, and yeast extract. So maybe they're going on the vinegar and the dill for the flavoring. It does say natural flavoring, but I don't know if they actually use pickles to do the flavoring. Oh, okay. I see the effect they're going with vinegar. Vinegar is kind of mimicking that pickle brine. I agree with you, Scott, 100%. Do you, right? That's the thing. I'm eating Utz Ripples fried dill pickle. Oh, cool, Jared. You'll have to let us know how they are. We don't have those ones. We just have the Kettle Brand ones. You need to try the pickle burger from Sonic. Hey, Nate, how's it going? Have not seen you in a while. Good to see you, Nate. Glad you could join us today. Nate, I will do that. I didn't realize that they had a pickle burger. So I will definitely check that out. Thank you, Nate. And thank you for joining us today. I've not seen you in a while. Good to see you. Well, let's see. When was the last time I saw you? It's been a couple of months, I think. These are good. They kind of have the idea of pickle. Again, I think because of the vinegar and the dill, you get that dill pickle flavor. The vinegar is not overpowering, so that's really sour. There's a nice crunch to the chips. They're not greasy. The dill flavor is really nice. There is nothing bad about these chips whatsoever. That's a thumbs up. That's a big thumbs up on them. Those are really good. I think they meet our criteria. I don't think I've ever had pickled chips. Well, Scott, it depends on what you mean by pickled chips. You're talking about like when you buy the jars of pickles and they're sliced. So they're kind of sliced into medallions, little circles and everything. Those are essentially called pickled chips. These are pickled potato chips. I think is maybe what you mean. I don't know. I think almost every like Lay's probably has a pickle flavored potato chip. Tim's Cascade probably has a pickle flavored potato chip. So they're out there. Check them out. But one of the things I wanted to try to get is in the frozen food section of our local Kroger store, which is Ralph's. They had Budweiser beer battered pickled chips, which are deep fried. And I wanted to get those, but they were sold out. And then as soon as they got them in, they sold out immediately. So, that didn't happen. I could make them, I suppose. Tom, have you ever made fried? I mean, I know we did the snickle. We did the fried snickle, but have you ever done like the fried dill pickles? Have you done that on your show, on your live stream? Sipping on Schlitz. There's a tongue twister. Sipping on Schlitz and munching on some corn nuts. There you go. That's cool. By the way, my name is... Oh, okay, Tibalt. Change it if you remember that. Of course I remember that name. Everybody remembers that name because we were pronouncing it wrong. Tybalt, I think, is how we agreed it was pronounced. You had a heck of a time getting it right. I still do, apparently. Yeah, but that's okay, Scott. We won't call you Tybalt anymore. We'll call you Scott. So welcome. Glad you could make it, and it's good to see you again. The question was, Murphy, this seemed like so long ago. The question was, Murphy Stout is from which country? Let's see. John King said Germany. Jessica Stanton said Greece. Miguel Rangel said UK. Janice Yamanaka said UK. I think those were the only answers. Somebody correct me if I didn't get it. If somebody else answered and I didn't get that, those look like the only answers. The correct answer is Ireland. Again, everybody got this wrong. That's 1,000 points. 1,000 points for everybody who answered this question. It's Ireland. The Murphys, I thought, would have given it away. But yeah, Murphy Stout is actually from Ireland. And wow, that is, wow. It's a freaky day. I'd say Freaky Friday, but it's Saturday. I wonder if it's Friday anywhere. Nope. It might be Sunday somewhere. I don't know. Is it Sunday in Australia already? Probably. All right. So did the chips. Awesome. There we go. Let's see. Let's do another snack. I'm going to start with the more mild stuff because two of these are supposed to be hot and spicy. One is peperoncini, which is not really spicy, but it's I don't know the definition, the correct definition. They're not like capsaicin hot, but they are still spicy. So I think that's what we're gonna do. I think we're gonna do our really not that spicy or hot one next. Guess what I'm drinking, Val? You are drinking. I thought you mentioned it. I'm gonna say you are drinking a Bud Ice. That's what my guess is. That you are drinking a Bud Ice. I might be wrong. I might not. Yes, Don Lauderdale, Ireland. Correct. It's not too late to throw in that guess. But if you guess Ireland and you're right, then you don't get 1,000 points. So I would just go with something different. We are going to do our pickled green tomatoes from John's. And I've had these before. They're one of my favorites, actually. Bubbies or Boobies. Boobies is also a brand that does pickled green tomatoes. They're on the expensive side. The thing I like about it is they're not brined in vinegar. They're salt brined. So the thing about vinegar brine, I don't mind it so much. I just like salt brine. It just, to me, flavor-wise is so much better. Drinking a Mickey's malt liquor. I got that wrong, John. All right, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to destroy the place is what I'm going to do. I am going to use the cutting board, and I'm going to cut it, only because I'm not going to stick that whole thing in my mouth, although you guys would enjoy that. That would be fun. Take the 1,000 points, Tom. Take it. Have you tried the new spicy Blue Diamond almonds? They have ghost pepper and cayenne flavor now. I want to say Janice can correct me because I think she had them. Me, Matt, and Janice did the bold flavors of Blue Diamond, or they were the really hot ones. I want to say that we've done ghost pepper and cayenne, and there were two other ones as well. If somebody wants to check, go out on our go look through our episodes and do a search for Blue Diamond, and you can see what we did. Again, I think those might have been the ones that we did. Matt Zion did one. I think he did the Carolina Reaper ones, if I'm not mistaken. Matt Zion did one, and Janice did one too, I think. Janice, I don't know if you remember Janice. If not, Scott, go to our YouTube channel, do a search for Blue Diamond, see what comes up. And if it's our episode, it will point to their episodes and you'll be able to find out. I think we've done those before. But if those are new and we haven't done it, let me know. Cayenne just sounds really familiar. I'm not sure about the ghost pepper or not. All right, so we are going to do a snack. So let's read a card. The question is, wow, I won't get this one. I'm looking at the card and I wouldn't get this one. Batura, Bhatura. Batura is a popular bread from which continent? You don't even have to get the country, the continent. Batura is a popular bread from which continent? So you have a 1 in 7 chance of getting that correct. Although, I don't know, I still don't get the whole thing about why Asia and Europe are a separate continent, because it is a single landmass. I just don't get it, but that's just me. There we go. Yeah, you tried them 10 months ago, did a review. Okay, cool. Thank you, Scott. Good to know. I forget, so I don't always remember. All right. So we're going to do the, from John's, the pickled tomatoes. Ingredients: tomatoes, water, salt, vinegar. Oh, they could do both. Spices, garlic, dill, sodium benzoate. All right. Let's give this a shot. There were the extreme Blue Diamond almonds, cayenne on my channel, ghost pepper on Val's, and Carolina Reaper on Matt's. There we go. Yeah. Okay. That's always fun when we do something like that, Janice. Sort of like the fair where we did one on your channel, one on Matt's channel, and one on ours. Although Matt could not be there. There we go. Pickled green tomato. And again, the thing, pickled green tomatoes, because they're not, when a tomato is not ripe, it's green. It is trying to think of it, like crunchy. It's almost crunchy. It's not like it doesn't even have the taste of when they become red. So my guess is that people started pickling green tomatoes in order to make them last, because like maybe they had something happen where the vine was dying and they wanted to save the crop, and so they just pickled the green ones. So that's kind of it. So I'm going to try to cut a slice out of that, and we'll just eat a slice of it. There we go. Ooh, crunchy. That's so good. Now, I don't think they specify the spices. I think there's some coriander seeds in there floating around. I'm not sure what the other spices are. It doesn't taste like dill. Really nice flavor though. I'm not sure a practical use for these, aside from just eating them the way they are. Like, for instance, would just slice them and put them in a sandwich. It might be a little bit strong for a sandwich. That might overpower a sandwich. I don't know. I'm not sure. They require a lot of chewing because, like I said, they're really crispy. The skin is still, it's not soft like a ripe red tomato and everything. There's some texture there. Really good. That's a thumbs way up. Those are really, really good. And again, like I said, I usually prefer the salt brine to the vinegar brine, but that's pretty good. It's not like crazy, like make your head feel like it's going to cave in kind of thing. So no, that's the thumbs up for me. Let's go back to what do you eat pickled tongue? Well, the question, John, is I'm trying to remember if I have eaten pickled tongue. I've had tongue all kinds of different ways. My favorite way to have tongue is in salsa criolla. So in Colombia, they slow cook it. Salsa criolla is, I think it's made with onions and maybe butter, onions, butter, tomato. Sounds about right. Yeah, I think that's salsa criolla. And they just slow cook it, and it's just amazing. And slice it, of course. I've had it that way. I've had lengua tacos, so I've had tongue in tacos. I have not. I've had it as lunch meat. I've had like tongue lunch meat. It's a delicious flavor. Yeah, I would eat pickled tongue. Why not? Do they make pickled tongue, John, or is it just kind of a hypothetical kind of question? I don't know. Val, did you get a chance to watch the Pink Floyd concert documentary? I did not, Ice Hand, but it's a Saturday night. Maybe this is a good night to do that, so I will check that out. You should review Van Holten's hot pickle. I would. I've not seen Van Holten's hot pickle. We do have some hot pickles here to review today. And I think with Julie, I think we did. She's not here to remind me. I think it was called Schnickels, which was like a hot pickle that you can't find here. This was in Boston when we were doing our live stream from Boston. We did it on a live stream, and I think on one of our live streams we did Dave's devil spit hot pickles. So those are different hot pickles. I've not seen Van Holten's, but if I do see it, well, we'll put it on the list and we'll see if we can find it, and we'll review those too. We'll get them for a live stream, I think. I don't know if it would be worth a separate episode for that. By the way, Ice Hand, I answered your question and I did not welcome you to the room. So good to see you again. Glad you could make it. I like cucumbers over pickles. Yeah, to each his own, right? So Jessica, you can appreciate this. You have had an Italian sub in Massachusetts. The way an East Coast sub is made. And I know people are going to argue with me and everything and go like, what's the big deal? They were invented in New England. They were invented in Portland, Maine. The Italian sub was invented in Portland, Maine. So you want to kind of go with with that, right? When you get an Italian sub, and we did do an Italian, so we did do an episode with Matt Zion doing an Italian sub, an East Coast Italian sub. They do chopped onions, pickles, and tomato. And sometimes you can put hots on it too, which is like the chopped up cherry peppers, hot cherry peppers, or sweet cherry peppers. And so those, like those are Italian. I would not want to put the cucumber on an Italian sub. Or would definitely want to do the pickles. But sometimes cucumber is, like, depending on the application, cucumber is a better substitute, and you want to do cucumber. So I like them both. It's just the right tools for the right job. Here we go. Cow tongue tastes great, but I can't stand watching it being cooked. Yeah, I mean, if you're going to take that whole tongue and stick it in a pot to cook it down, there's different ways of cooking it. But I agree with you, Scott. It can't be pleasant, like, to watch that. But there you go. Okay, Miguel's just talking to Janice. So the question was, Batura is a popular bread from which continent? Let's see. Miguel Rangel said Asia. Janice Yamanaka said South America. Tom said the great continent of Kumkrika. Everyone knows that. Everyone does know that, Tom. And it looks like the only answers. So the three answers, please correct me if you guys, somebody answered and I didn't see that, but it looks like the only three answers. South America, Asia, and Kumkrika. The correct answer is, in fact, Kumkrika. Absolutely. No, actually, it's Asia. So Miguel Rangel, you are right. But because somebody got that right, we're going to just do kind of a normal one. And Miguel, you get 100 points. And then Janice and Tom, who guessed, you get 200 points. Because that's how we roll here. Everybody gets a participation trophy. All right. So let's do our next snack. Let's see. We'll work our way up in what I think the spicy one's going to be. Like the Brussels sprouts say hot. The pickles say fiery heat 3 pepper. That's we're going to do those last. Wait a minute. We did beverage, snack. I think we'll do our soft drink now. We'll do our soft drink now. Hey, the Cassandra just walked into the room. Hey, greetings, Val, Doodle, Mrs. Trippy Food, and the Trippy Food gang. Glad to catch a bit of the live stream today. Miss you guys tuning to say hi before I make ribs. That sounds good. Welcome, the Cassandra. We missed you. Glad you could make it. What was that? There was a Canadian question that John King, you had asked a question that was specific to Canada, and maybe the Cassandra can answer that for you. So try that again. Here, I'm going to move this out of the way. Yes, I'm going to move this out of the way. I'm running out of table space here. We are going to do our soft drink, which in this case is dry, Botanical Bubbly. It's Dry Soda Company is the name of the company, and it is cucumber, naturally flavored sparkling beverage with other natural flavors. It is cucumber flavor. It's a cucumber soda. It's not quite a pickle soda. It is a cucumber soda. We are going to turn it into a pickle soda. So let's see. Found it at the Dollar General. That was, the question about the RC Cola. Miguel, where you're? Correct me if I'm wrong, Miguel. You are in Texas. Yes? No? Those tomatoes look good. They are yummy, Donna. Read a card. And the question is, that's an interesting question. I know Tom's going to get this immediately, but he's going to give a different answer. What is mixed with chocolate to make a ganache? Again, the question, what is mixed with chocolate to make a ganache? So we're going to put that at the bakery shelf there. Good times for this kind of question. For a barbecue night, what's your choice? Choose one cheeseburger or hot dog. That's a tough question, Jessica. That is a tough question. You can't have both. Because the thing is, like, a hot dog is my comfort food, but I do like a good cheeseburger every once in a while. That's really hard to say. I don't know. I don't know how I'd answer that. I guess I'll go with a cheeseburger, because there's nothing like a backyard cheeseburger. Jessica, the thing I'm not going to correct you, but there seems to be like a misuse of the word barbecue. So if you're doing a cookout and you grill a cheeseburger or a hot dog on the grill, it's not necessarily barbecue. So barbecue is an art, it's a science, but it's a completely separate thing where you're slow cooking it in smokers and in pits. And And I think, especially Jessica, because you're from New England, we did the same thing when we were younger in New England. If we're doing a backyard cookout, we called it barbecue, but technically it's not barbecue. But we called it barbecue anyways. So there we go. Yeah, Miguel, the only reason I asked that is because I don't know if there's a difference in the Dollar Generals here as the Dollar Generals in San Antonio, but it's a good place to look anyways. So thank you. All right, ask the question. Time for the beverage. All right, so I'm going to do this in stages. So first we're going to, let's see, where's Richard Simmons? There he is. Try to do it this way. It's Richard Simmons, everybody. I want to save the bottle cap, and I agree, it's just a plain white bottle cap, but still, it's unique. So, some lady stopped at her house to gather lilac flowers for lilac jam. Yeah, lilac jam, like you could eat it? I didn't know you could eat lilac. That's interesting. Why is she making it and not you, Tom? You don't get a lot of lilacs down here. Tom, you know what you should do? If she's gonna make it, ask her if you can like do it for an episode. You don't even have to make it. Is like maybe if she doesn't mind if you sample hers. I love this. So here's the bottle cap, plain white, and you look at the inside and it says, "Here's to whatever." That's funny. I never heard of it before either. Interesting smell. Can't say it smells like cucumbers or pickles. It's been a while to see our doodle. Is he okay? He is. He just decided to chill in the other room. He was here at the beginning. I gave him a snack. He took a snack in the other room to eat it. I imagine at some point in time he'll come back in because that's what he does. Ever make that smoked salmon cheesecake? No, Cassandra, because I was waiting for you. So at some point in time, if you still want to do that, let me know. And let's figure out some way where we can do that because that did sound good. All right, so here's what we're going to do. I have my glass for this. So first we're going to taste it as is. See what a cucumber soda tastes like. Ooh. There's like a weird flavor. It's almost like a artificial sweetener flavor. This is made with pure cane sugar though. Oh, no. You know what it tastes like? You're going to think I'm crazy. It tastes like cucumber. Like, I don't know if you've ever like peeled a cucumber and you taste the cucumber peel. It doesn't really taste like the cucumber itself, the cucumber fruit. The peel tastes different. This tastes like cucumber peels. That is weird. That is so weird. I mean, it definitely tastes like cucumber, but like I said, it tastes more like the cucumber peels than the cucumber itself. So no fakeness about it. It is what it is. That's a thumbs up for it being what it is. However, it's not pickly, it's cucumbery. So we're going to make it pickly. So let's do this. So let's add some more. And let's pickle it. Tom probably never wants to see these again. Again, we're using the Mount Olive pickle juicers, which is a pickle shot. I am not going to put the whole thing in, obviously, just enough to give it that pickly taste. We're starting off with cucumbers, and so I don't really think this is cheating. Damn, it's 101. Oh my God, it's nice here. It's overcast. I'm going to guess in the mid 70s. Because we don't have full sun today. I got a lot of sun yesterday at the fair. I think I got sunburned a little bit. So you can see like I'm kind of reddish. That's because I was out in the sun for like 5 hours yesterday. Still got life still got a little crazy there, as you know, but I send you an email using the same way. Yes, I am, like Cassandra. So please do that and let's do it. Hey, Steve Russell, how it is going well, Steve Russell. Thank you for joining us. You only missed a couple things, but we'll do a recap later. All right, so I'm gonna picklefy this. I'm gonna go sparingly on this. See, we already got that yellow color. So I don't want it to be too pickle heavy. So I'm hoping that we got the pickle brine mixed with the taste of the cucumber and kind of gives us more of that pickle flavor. The problem with doing that is it tastes watered down. Now, which is really weird because when we did the pickle Pepsi, it didn't water down. It didn't water down the Pepsi, but this is a lot lighter. I mean, even though it's made with cane sugar, it's not really strong cane sugar. So I think there was a lot of stuff that was able to fight back in the pickle Pepsi that Tom and I did. So this does taste like pickle soda, but lighter, much lighter. So I'm going to save some of this. And then when we finish going through our pickled items, then I'm going to take some of the brine from each of those and mix that with the soda. And we're going to see how that is. So that's going to kind of go on hold for a little bit. Yeah, not bad. If you don't like pickles, you'd probably like that because it's light. So there we go. I will do this, however. Let's see. Yeah, let's do this. So we're going to do the as is. So here's the cucumber cider and the cucumber soda mixed together. Let's see how that tastes. Cheers. Okay, Janice, thank you for joining us. Had fun with you at the fair this week, and we will see you later. And have fun at the Star Wars convention. Convention? Star Wars something? Cheers. That's good. That is good. So the thing I had of this, and it got a thumbs in the middle, is you got more of the apple flavor. It wasn't really strong with the cucumber flavor and everything. But I think the fact that we're mixing the cucumber soda with a cucumber cider kind of takes that cider edge off of it and everything. And it tastes more like, well, actually, I was going to say, because that one's tart, it's more like a pickle. This one's, the combination of the two of them together is more like a pickle. And it's not like they don't blend together and they go really well together. It's not overly sugary. So, you know, usually when you're drinking an alcoholic beverage and then you add it to something that's sugary, unless you're making a fancy mixed drink with an umbrella in it and everything, it loses something. But this is really good. So this is probably one of the best combinations of things that I put together that really, really represents the cucumber pickle, you know, together. So, well, let's, just to be fair, let's just put like a drop in there. There we go. Let's just take it home. Perfect. It's perfect. Thumbs up. That's good. All right, cool. Let's go back to our card. The question was, what is mixed with chocolate to make a ganache? And I don't see, let's see. Let's go back up there. Ice Hand 69 said cream. Jessica Stanton said milk. Miguel Rangel said cheeseburger with a hot dog in it, but I don't think he was, I think he was answering the barbecue question. Let's see. Is that it? Oh, Donald Lauderdale said heavy cream. And I think that's it. So the answers were cream and milk. The answers I got from you were cream and milk. I'm going to accept milk. It's dairy, right? I mean, it's all the same thing. One's thicker than the other. One has more fat in it. Yeah, you were all correct. We're going to scale back a little bit. We'll give everybody 50 points. Everybody, and I mean everybody. Even if you didn't answer the question, still take 50 points because that's how I'm feeling today. Hunter Houlihan. Hey, there is a Hunter Houlihan. Dry soda has a lavender flavor that I really enjoy. I don't know that I've had a lot of dry sodas. I have to go back and check and see if we've done any on our live stream before or any of our Top of the Pops episodes. I don't remember if we've done any before, but it's actually pretty good. It's very light. It's not syrupy. It's not overly sweet and everything. So I agree, Hunter. And welcome to the room, Hunter. Sorry, I did not properly greet you previously. So there we go. Let's see. There was another question, I think. Oh, Miguel Rangel said, "Do you like pickled lemons?" Do a search on our on the main page on our channel and do a search for lemon pickle, which is so. For those of you who don't know what pickle is, like not pickles, pickle. It's an Indian condiment. So you use it to like. I think some people eat it with rice. Some people put it on, you know, some of the other dishes and everything, but it's a condiment and it's a pickled lemon. So Miguel, to answer your question, yes, and we did do an episode A friend of mine in Oregon, her mother made lemon pickle. So I bought some lemon pickle at the store, and her mother made some, and we just kind of compared the two of them together. So so check that episode out, Miguel. Just do a search for lemon pickle, and it should come up, and check it out. But the answer to your question is yes. Are you going to mix the snacks and the drinks together? Adam, let's not get crazy here. You know what? I might be able to do that only because are like, vegetable. The only thing, I'm not going to stick the chip in there, right? But I might actually be able to do that. You might have something there. This might be a time when that would be appropriate to do that. So Adam, remind me when we get closer to the end about that. We might actually do that. So yeah, good suggestion, Adam. I think in this case, that would actually work. To you too, John. I said frozen kumquat juice. Oh, well, it doesn't matter. Everybody got it right. So that includes you, Tom. So take your points. There we go. All right, so we're gonna start into our hotter stuff, and I think this is gonna be mild hot, if that's a real word, mildly hot. The thing that I found interesting about this is I have eaten pepperoncini before. You guys probably all have. Usually, like if you go to a sandwich shop, they usually have that vat of. But I don't think sport peppers are the exact same thing. Pepperoncini are those kind of wrinkled green peppers that are only about that big. They're always in brine. And the thing about pepperoncinis is they always give me the hiccups. Always. Like I can eat like hot sauces and stuff that don't give me the hiccups. Pepperoncini always gives me the hiccups. So people put whole pepperoncinis in salads. So you'll find it in a salad. It's not as it's not as hot as like habanero and stuff like that, but it does have, I just want to say not heat, but because it's in vinegar, that it has that kind of burn. It has that vinegar burn with the pepper extract in the vinegar. So what I found interesting about this is I've only seen green pepperoncinis. These are Greek mini red pepperoncinis, and they are stuffed with cheese filling. So that sounds really, really interesting and really, really unique. I don't know if I'm going to have to cut these because they're relatively small because they're mini peppers. So that's kind of cool. So the company is called Fine Food Dittman, not Dittman's Fine Food, Fine Food Dittman. There's a very young company. They've only been around for about 5 years, and they are from Glendale, California. That's the only information I can give you about that at all. So before we do that, let's read a card. And the question is, the herb saffron. I don't know that technically that's an herb, but that's okay. The herb saffron comes from what flower? What flower does the herb saffron come from? I don't know if that's easy or not. I can't tell. How about pickled bacon? I don't know. I've never heard of anybody pickling bacon. So John, you have to let me know if you're talking theoretical or you're talking an actual like you've had actual pickled bacon. I've never heard of pickled bacon. I don't think it would be bad if you. I think it was 2 weeks ago we did an episode with Julie. Where is Julie today? We did an episode with Julie where we did pickled bologna. And I know that sounds really, really weird, but it's a Midwestern thing. And we did the red hot pickled bologna. And I think that worked. That was good. I don't see why pickled bacon wouldn't be. Unless you're mixing that really savory kind of smokiness with it. I don't know how pickled bacon would work. It would be interesting to check it out. I'm not good at pickling or anything. Tom, I don't know how like your pickling skills, but it would be interesting to find out if it's not a thing, if we could try that. So I mean, John, you can safely assume that if I've not tried it, I would try it. The thing that I would turn down. So like every question that you ask is either I have tried it, and then you'll know what I think about it, or I've not tried it, and if I have not tried it, I would try it. So here's a kind of general rule of thumb for you guys to help you become, more experienced, is never turn anything down. Never turn anything down, right? Food-wise, unless you know it's poison, then turn it down. but never turn anything down. And if you don't like something, then never have it again. But at least try it once. Try everything at least once, and go to town. Peperoncinis are awesome. I like them, Steve. And like I said, like usually here in Southern California, there's a chain called Zhangkao Chicken. I guess I want to say it's Armenian style rotisserie chicken. I believe it's Armenian style rotisserie chicken. Really, really good. If you are in Southern California, in the LA area, I suggest if you have not tried Zhangkao chicken, that you need to try Zhangkao chicken. But they always serve their I guess I want to call it pickles. The salads like pickled radishes, not radishes, pickled. What are they? Maybe they're radishes. Pickled ones, and they always throw the pepperoncinis in there, and always give me hiccups, but it's so good with that type of food. So there you go. Have you found any capirotada to try? I have not, Eli. I'm still looking. I just need to find somebody who does it. Now I have a friend who's a baker. I'm going to see because he was doing a live stream on Facebook the other day, and he said, "Hey Val, you should be here. We should be doing something." So I will talk to him about doing a video where he's actually making it and we're trying it. So I think that would be a good one, especially since people are asking for it. So Eli, I will check that out. By the way, hi Eli, welcome to the channel. What did you miss? You missed, let's see, 2 snacks and 2 beverages is what you missed so far. But we'll put it all together at the end of it. So, and you can watch it in the playback too. Let's see. Do you like pickled sausage, the Big Mama ones? I have had pickled sausages in bars, and they've been okay. I don't know that anyone really sticks out. So I would try more if I've seen them. I don't see a lot of them. Oh, another thing that's pickled is eggs, hard-boiled eggs. You pickle hard-boiled eggs, and usually they for some reason they add beet juice, red beet juice to it. So they usually turn that red color. Yeah, I like it. I'm trying to think if there's anything I've had pickled that I didn't like, and I don't think there is. I think I've liked everything. Would you try the cheese with the maggots? Steve, I want you to go to our channel, and I want you to do a search for Kazu Marzu. Casumarzu. Those are 2 separate words. Kazu Marzu. Do a search for that, or do a search for maggot cheese. I think you'll be entertained. How about pickled chocolate? That's tough. How do you do that? You take a chunk of chocolate and pickle it? Like, what happens when you put I would think that the pickled brine would dissolve the chocolate. So I don't know how that would work, John. I'm not sure. What about surströmming? Eli, do it. Do a search on our channel for surströmming. Because we've done that. We've done surströmming. All right. I asked the question. Let's open up our snack. How are we doing on time? We're doing great. We got 45 minutes left. We have 1, 2, 3 snacks left. We're doing great. We're doing fine. Again, I will remind people, just in case you drop by, hey, Julie's here. We were just talking about you, Julie. That must have been, your ears were ringing because we're just talking about the pickled red hot bologna. So your ears must have been ringing. That's what it is. Ooh, that looks like there's oil in here. I wonder if there is oil in here. Let's see. Yes, there is. Canola oil. That's an odd thing. Contains milk. Well, there's cheese in here. I hope it contains milk. All right, let's do this bad boy. That's okay, Julie. Janice had the same issue because she was remote from I think I want to say she said Anaheim. There's a Star Wars convention or something down there that she's at. So she had the same issue. She was here for a while and then she lost her connectivity. So she said goodbye to everybody. But welcome, Julie, as long as you can stay. You're always welcome. My home is your home. And that's actually the truth. Anywhere that's my home is your home. You know that already. For those who don't know, in case I'm, in case you don't know, Julie is my daughter. So I think everybody knows that, but just in case, yeah, Julie is my daughter. Chocolate covered pickles on a stick. Why am I thinking we did that? Tom, didn't we do that? Didn't we do chocolate covered pickles on a stick? Maybe it wasn't on a stick, but I think we did chocolate covered pickles. Tom? Yep, there we go. So, Tom, did we do that on your channel or my channel? Do you remember? Surströmming, balut, 1,000-year-old egg, salad with a bit of hakarl for garnish. Okay, so that sounds good. That sounds like it would work okay. I haven't had hakarl yet, so that's on my bucket list, is to do the hakarl. It's hard to get. It's hard to get here. I would eat that. I would totally eat that. The balut is delicious, so I don't see any issues there. The only thing that's off-putting, the surströmming is just really salty, but the flavor is not bad at all. I mean, it's the smell that kind of turns people off on the surströmming. Hakarl, I think, is probably ammoniated, and so probably get a little of that ammoniation. But I think that's the problem with the 1,000-year-old egg, is usually the 1,000-year-old egg is like the yolk itself is kind of fermented, and so it can get ammoniated, and that's a little bit of an off-putting taste. But mixed with everything else, it's probably not going to be bad. I bet you it's probably going to be okay. Okay, people are making guesses. Your channel, I think. Oh, okay. So Tom thinks it's on our channel. So who's asking that about the chocolate covered pickles? Miguel Rangel. Do a search on the Trippy Food channel for chocolate covered pickles. And Tom and I did that. I don't remember if we were completely successful or whatever. I'm not gonna cut this one. I'm just gonna eat it whole. That cheese is kind of like, I was expecting it to be a solid piece of cheese, and it's not solid. It's kind of runny. The pickling there is really light. It's not as hot as a green peperoncini. Oh, I take that back. You don't get the immediate burn that you do from the green pepperoncini, but it has like a capsaicin burn that comes in afterwards. It's like a slow burn on your tongue. It's a completely different flavor than the green one. The cheese, it's almost like I'm going to say it's almost like, not ricotta, like a mozzarella, it's really hard to say. It's like a cross between mozzarella, cottage cheese, and no, it's really, really strange. It's like the cheese is liquid. It's a liquid cheese. So an odd flavor. That's really good. Completely unique flavor. I was not expecting that flavor at all. Not really like vinegary. A really strange capsaicin burn from that. I like the texture of the skin on the outside. Nothing like the green ones again. That's really good. That's a big thumbs way up. I can't say anything bad about that. So again, the company is Fine Food Dittman from Glendale, California. Cheese-filled Greek mini red pepperoncini. Can't go wrong with that. Well, you can, if you stick them up your nose or something. Sorry, I have to go. Stan's staying longer. Well, thanks for joining us, Ice Hand. You were here for a while, but as long as you take the time out of your busy weekend to join us, and we appreciate it. So thank you, and hopefully again you'll be able to join us soon. And plus, you can always catch the rest of the live stream in playback. So there you go. Going to go something later tonight. Up in the attic again, John? What was the answer to the question before I go? Oh, okay, great. Good question. The question was, the herb saffron comes from what flower? I have to go way back up there to see how people answer that. Let's see. It looks like Tom. No, I'm sorry. Ice Hand said lily. John King said sunflower. Tom said the fragrant cumflower. Let's see. Is that it? Janice didn't answer that? That's unusual. Oh, maybe she left by now, before that. Donald Lauderdale said crocuses. It turns out that Donald Lauderdale is 100% correct. It is, in fact, crocuses. Crocuses is, I think it's the stamen inside the flower that they use for saffron. They're hand-picked, which is why it's so expensive. Very, very expensive. I don't know that like I could pick up the taste of saffron. Like, you know, people make saffron rice and stuff. I don't know that I could pick up that flavor, but very expensive. So Donald, you were the only correct answer. So you get, I'm going to give you 75 points. I'm going to give everybody else 25 points. So there we go. And then you guys combine that if you feel like you want to for like 100 points. Let's see. Calabrian peppers are awesome. Yeah, my peeps are from Calabria, but never been there. I want to go. Hoping this will turn out okay. Last time I made ribs for my boyfriend and his family, I totally bombed because I started too late. I cheated a bit and used pre-made dry rub that's pretty classic from its Montana's Grill Canadian steak rib restaurant. That's not cheating. I mean, nobody says how you have to do it, right? You're going to use a pre-made dry rub, use a pre-made dry rub. Nothing wrong with that. It's not cheating. Onion, garlic, various herbs, naturally smoked, been sitting in dry rub for 24 hours. Now it's slathered on nice smoked honey barbecue sauce. Oh my God, Cassandra, that sounds so good. Now I want some. All right, let's see, where are we? Everybody's talking, everybody's saying hello. Let's see, we got 2 snacks left. Let's do another snack right now. I think let's do this one because I don't know how hot this is. This is from Paisley Farm in Willowsby, Ohio. They have been making farm-based products, I guess, since 1945. It was founded by J.W. Paisley in 1945. Let's see. Let's look at the ingredients here. Brussels sprouts, water, vinegar, salt, spices, sodium bisulfite. So they don't tell where the hot comes from. They just say spices. If I'm not mistaken, some people call these frog balls. That's just what they call them, frog balls. The pickled Brussels sprouts. And again, it's Brussels, like the city, Brussels sprouts, and not Brussels sprouts. I used to make that mistake all the time. So let's go ahead and ask a question. And the question is, Calvados is made from which fruit? Again, the question, Calvados is made from which fruit? Tom? Don't let me down. That satisfying pop that tells you this is, I'm not going to die eating this. Let's just grab one of these. I'll leave it on the fork. Why not? Drain that a little bit. Here's a good question for you guys in the chat. Who likes Brussels sprouts? And how do you like Brussels sprouts? Because there's so many different ways to make them. Like every once in a while, I steam them just for fun. I like to grill them. Like basically, I put them in a plastic bag and then put some olive oil in there, some salt, some pepper, and everything, and just kind of make sure they're evenly coated. Then put them in the oven for a little bit a while and roast them until they start to blacken a little bit. Really, really good. I like them. Some people make them wrapped in bacon, which is really good and everything. But I like Brussels sprouts. I don't think I'd like them anyway. Had them anyway. I didn't like them. I've never eaten them raw. I don't even know if you're supposed to. I've never eaten them raw, but I do like Brussels sprouts. Like them grilled. Yeah. Grilled. Wow. I don't think I've ever had pickled Brussels sprouts, but the pickling process does something to the texture of them. So the thing I like about Brussels sprouts is they have this kind of crunch to them, you know, sort of like, like cabbage. You know how cabbage has that crunch to it, like fresh cabbage? But again, when you pickle cabbage to make sauerkraut, it changes the texture up there. I think it's the same thing that happens here. So I'm used to that texture, that crunch that Brussels sprouts have, and it does not have it in this. Now, as far as the heat goes, it says hot. It doesn't say how hot. It doesn't specify what spices they use to make it hot. My guess is probably going to be cayenne or crushed red pepper, maybe. Yeah, I'm seeing some like red pepper down at the bottom of that jar. You see that? It's not hot. I mean, it's not. I take that back. If you don't like anything hot at all, like if any kind of heat bothers you, you won't like it. But if you're a pepperhead, this is mild, extremely mild. So if you're kind of like on the fence, you're like, I can take heat, a little bit of heat, not crazy heat and everything, then it's perfect. Really unusual. I guess maybe you would put this in a salad. We'll put these in a salad and everything. They're probably good. If you're not a big fan of Brussels sprouts, you might like these too because pickling them, and that's just the lid. Pickling them and putting the pepper in there kind of takes away that kind of whatever that off-putting taste is that people don't really enjoy with Brussels sprouts. So yeah, that's a thumbs up, thumbs way up. They're really good. Deep fried Brussels sprouts. That's interesting. That would work. Deep fried Brussels sprouts. How would you do that? Would you batter them? How would you do deep fried Brussels sprouts? Would you steam them first and then deep fry them? I don't know. Let me look into that, Miguel. I can do that. I have a fry daddy. I can make deep fried Brussels sprouts. That's a good idea. You can't really stuff them because once you start peeling apart the leaves, it just falls apart. How would I do deep fried Brussels sprouts? Yeah, I'm going to take that on as a challenge, Miguel, and we're going to do deep fried Brussels sprouts. I'll figure out how to do it. Figure out how I'm going to do that. Maybe parboil them or something, just a little bit, because I don't think we want to fry. I don't think frying them. I don't think they're going to cook really well because they're dry. They're dry. So I don't know that they would cook really well. So maybe parboil them. Question is, do I batter them? Do I bread them? How do I do that? I will figure something out and I will let you know. I like them sauteed with pancetta. That does sound good. Would be a nice addition to a charcuterie board. I agree, the Cassandra. You're right. Steamed, then breaded. There you go. I think we're going to do that with panko breadcrumbs. Let's see. We could do that. Panko breadcrumbs. We'll give it a shot. We'll try it. Maybe we'll try a couple of different ways and everything. But I agree. Sounds good. How bad could it be? I like Brussels sprouts, right? So there we go. All right. Sorry, Levi, what did I miss? How much longer are you on? I am on for another half hour. We have, let's see, we have one more snack to go. I think we've done everything else. And then we're gonna mess with some stuff. We're gonna science at the end of this. We're gonna be around for a little. One of the things I wanted to remind you guys of, I will remind you again, those of you who are, before you leave, is that at 3:30 p.m. we are doing a premiere video. Video is Matt Zion and I at the Grand Canyon. So we're putting out episodes at the same time. He did one for Reckless Eating. I did one for Trippy Food. There's going to be some differences between the two, which is always fun. I mean, no one wants to see the exact same thing on two channels. No one's going to watch that. So there's some difference in his episode and my episode. And both are going to be released at 3:30. We are doing, I don't know if he's doing a premiere. I don't think so, but we're going to do ours as a premiere. So anyone who's in the chat right now, anybody who's on the live stream right now, who wants to join us for that at 3:30, we're going to premiere the Trippy Food Grand Canyon episode with Matt Zion. So check that out if you can. And I will be on chat during that premiere. Fine grind the panko. Oh, okay. Still, have you made them before, Tom? Have you made deep fried Brussels sprouts, Tom? It sounds like you have some experience there. Calvados is made from which fruit? Let's see what the answers were. John King said papaya. The Cassandra said pears and apples and maybe peaches. Let's see. Steve Russell said my favorite is asparagus, but I think he was just saying his favorite is asparagus. Were there anyone? Did I miss anything? I got John King saying papaya, and the Cassandra saying pears and apples and maybe peaches. I'll give you a minute if you want to throw that out there, or if I missed it, let me know. The question was Calvados is made from which fruit? Going camping soon. Camping's always fun. I had my friend go into the store and ask for pickled vinegar. How'd that go? How did that go? All right, I'm not seeing any other answers. Calvados is made from apple. So the Cassandra got it partially right. Tom, I'm sure you answered that. I don't see it though, but that's okay. The correct answer is apples. So the Cassandra, it's 1/3 of your answer. So I was going to give everybody 50 points. So like 1/3 of 50 is, oh, that's tough. What is 1/3 of 50? No, we'll have to round it out to make it, well, 60, and 1/3 of 60 is 20. And so we'll give everybody 20 points. How's that? 20 points because you got 1/3 of the answer right, Cassandra. 20 points for everybody. All right. let us take a break here for 1 second because he's in the room and he loves you all. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you the Prince of Dogness, Doodle. Hey, Doodle. Hey, Doodle. How you doing? Doodle, they're over there. They're over there, Doodle. They're over there. See them? He is so chill. He's just gonna stay on my lap. I need 2 hands though, Doodle, for the next thing that we're doing. I need 2 hands. Is that okay? All right. Did you eat your snack? You want another snack? How you doing? You didn't say hi to everybody. They're saying hi to you right now. Look, Jessica Stanton said hi, Doodle. Jared Tierno said hi, Doodle. Steve Russell said Doodle. The Cassandra said, oh, hi, dude. Eli said, dude. He saw you coming in the room. You got to say hi to them. You gonna say hi to them? That's close enough. I think he looks like Goguru, Baby Yoda. Don't you think so? Could just be me. All right, Doodle. I will assume that you would like a snack. I will give you a partial snack. Basically, these are big. I'm going to cut one in half. He's doing that adorable thing where he sits up like this. It just like gets me all every time. You want that, Doodle? Here you go. I'm going to put that right there. Okay. All right, Doodle. I'm right here. I am right here for you. All righty. Where were we? Let's see. Not very often. I'm an old man. Kind of mushroom. Mr. Dudes and Val. Hey, El Marijuano 209. How are you? I think the last time I saw you was in one of the Reckless Eating live streams on Twitch, if I'm not mistaken. But anyways, glad you could join us. Doodle is cuter than Baby Yoda. A lot of people might disagree with you. I wouldn't be one of them. All right, so we're going to do our last one. Let's go ahead and ask the question first. The question is, tartar sauce is usually served with what food? Again, tartar sauce is usually served with what food? So we're going to put that up there as a condiment, and we're going to open up our next or our last snack. So this is, the company is called SuckerPunch. And SuckerPunch was founded in 2011 by David Van Alphen. They are in Bridgeview, Illinois. Let's see. The Fiery Heat 3 Pepper Spears, SuckerPunch Gourmet, Signature 11 Spices, 11 Herbs and Spices. Oh my God, it's KFC. Non-GMO, kosher. I think that's what it is. It says KSA, but it looks like Hebrew writing. Our pickles pack a punch for knockout flavor. Only the best. Small cucumbers for extra snap and fresh packed. With our signature 11 spice blend, look below, plus 3x 3 times or three different pepper pop from, or 3x pepper pop from jalapeno, habanero, and arbol chilies. The stand-up choice for side snacks and parties, gluten-free, non-GMO, no HFCS, and vegan. That's a lot. That's a lot of stuff. Ingredients: fresh cucumbers, water, pure cane sugar. Why do they put sugar in there? I never understood why they put sugar in there. There's probably a reason. Maybe there's a reason when you're going to pickle something that you put sugar in there. I don't know what that reason is. Anyways, fresh cucumbers, water, pure cane sugar, white distilled vinegar, spice, jalapeno pepper, salt, garlic, crushed red pepper, habanero pepper, arbol chili, and calcium chloride. Gluten-free, packed in the USA. All right. So in just looking at, we're going to try one of these pickle spears, but do you guys see what I see right there? Who knows what that is? Let's see. Somebody tell me. Who knows what that is right there? My guinea pig begs the same way. Really? Guinea pigs do that too? I didn't know guinea pigs could sit up. That's interesting. Okay, people are guessing. That's fine. Miguel, it looks like a carrot. It is not a carrot. That is not a carrot. There's no carrots in here. Anybody know what that is? That orange thing right there. What is that? It is a habanero pepper. It is a whole, it looks like a whole habanero pepper. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to eat one of the pickle spears. We're going to see how hot it is. And then, yes, we're going to eat the habanero. We're going to eat the habanero. You have my word. We're going to do it. We're going to do it today. We're going to eat the habanero. Because that's how I roll. Kind of smells hot. It smells like pickles. I went on a huge pickling spree a few summers ago. Usually stick to the usual red onion, dill pickles, carrot, eggs. We tried pickling watermelon. Oh, that's good. I've had those before, the pickled watermelon rinds. What pickling does to watermelon rinds is make them edible, because otherwise, it's really hard to eat. But pickling them makes them edible. So I do like pickled watermelon rinds. I forgot I've had those, but you reminded me. A pickled corn dog. What I would do, Tom, is pickle the hot dog and then make the corn dog. I wouldn't make the corn dog and then pickle it, because basically it's going to come off. It's going to fall apart in the pickle brine. So that's what I would do. Pickle a hot dog and then make a corn dog out of it. That sounds really good, Tom. That sounds really good. I should have done that with the pickled bologna. That would have been perfect. Julie, if you're still there, Julie, I don't know if you're still there or not, but if you're still there, Julie, write that down. When I come up, let's use the pickled bologna and make. I didn't say it was your idea, Tom, but you mentioned it, so you just kind of like. So, Julie, if you're still there, if not, I will remind you. Let's do pickled bologna corn dogs when I'm up there. Let's do that. We're gonna do that. We're gonna make that happen. That's gonna happen. All right, there we go. Well, it looked like a corn dog. All right, here we go. Let's do a whole spear if we can get one out. There we go. We're gonna eat the whole one. Not too big. Now, the funny thing is that color-wise, it looks like it's taken on like a little bit, at least on this side, a little bit of an orange hue to it, which I don't know if that's from the habanero or not. Let's see, can we get to that? There we go. Yeah, we're going to do that afterwards. All right. So here we go. It says hot. It says 3 peppers. And chili arbos can be really hot. Habaneros can be really hot. We'll see. The thing is, vinegar, I think, accentuates the heat, hot stuff. It makes sure that it like penetrates, washes everything else. The acid kind of washes everything else away and leaves that heat. That's hot. If you do not like hot stuff, you are not going to like this at all. It stays with you. So first it goes to your tongue, and then it coats the whole inside of your mouth, probably because of the vinegar. That it kind of like forces that burn in. The acid in the vinegar kind of forces that burn in. It still has a taste, the dill pickle taste. So it hasn't been obliterated. The texture is a little bit different. It's not, the inside isn't crisp. The inside is almost gelatinous, but the difference is, like for instance, if you get like salt brine pickles that are whole, you're going to get that crispness on the inside, even though the brine goes all the way through it. But when they're spears like this, it's gonna break down the inside as well. So the inside's going to be more gelatinous because it's going to have more or less of a crispness to it and everything. That's hot. That's not a lie. These are hot. These are hot than Dave's, the ones we did, and I think these are hotter than the Schnickels or Schnickels. I think it is the ones that we did with Julie. These are hot. These deliver on the heat. So maybe that's why they mean SuckerPunch. I don't know. I think they have other products as well, and I don't think they're all hot. But here we go. Well, yes, it is SuckerPunch is the brand. Like Cassandra, do you like Kool-Aid pickles? Eli, go to our page, go to our channel, and do a search for Kool-Aid pickles, because we did those. So I could answer your question, but then I don't want to give away the video. So watch the video and check it out. I will tell you that we maybe didn't leave the pickles in as long as we should have to make Kool-Aid pickles, but it's okay. I think the result is the same. If I'm not mistaken, I think I did that with Matt Zion, who hates pickles. So that was interesting. I made deep fried pickled sausages. meat meat sweats live stream. Deep fried pickle sauce. Yeah, I think. Did you just fry them though, Tom, or did you batter them? Did you? Because I mean, well, corn dog's different. Corn dog is a completely different type of batter. I don't know if you did like a corn dog batter or if you did like a tempura batter or something else. How exactly did you do those, Tom? Use to dip my pickles in Kool-Aid when I was a kid. That's interesting. I don't know that you get much flavor from doing that, but to each his own. Nothing wrong with that. Batter. Yeah. What kind of batter did you use, Tom? All right. We are gonna eat this habanero. I may live to regret this, but I'm gonna do it anyway. That's a habanero. That is a whole habanero right there. This may be the last episode we ever do. You may see Val explode on this episode, but we're gonna do it anyway. You know what I'm gonna do? Let's see. Should I? See. No, I'll just eat this one. I'll do the pickle after with everything else. I'll do the pickle with everything else afterwards. Everything, but this one I'll just eat whole because why not, right? As you notice, I'm talking a lot before I eat this. I'm kind of like mentally talking myself into doing this because I'm thinking this is going to go sideways, but it's okay. I would ask if you have tried the moonshine pickles, but I guess you have any on it. No, no, and yes. So Eli, I have done the moonshine pickles, but I don't have a video on it. For that, go over to Reckless Eating. So Reckless Eating, I think Chris Reckless. We went. There was this big party with a bunch of fans of Reckless Eating, and I think it was like 5 or 6 of us. I want to say Q the Critic was there, Matt, Sean was there, and Chris was there, and we did moonshine pickles. So check that out. But you have to go to Reckless Eating to check that out because we didn't do it on my channel. One of the things that when I was putting this one together was they had moonshine pickles. And I go, oh, well, I already did that. And if I did moonshine pickles, that would be my adult beverage. But I don't want to drink that as an adult beverage and everything. So that's why we didn't do it today. But yeah, have had moonshine pickles. It is on Reckless Eating. If you can't find that, Eli, let me know. And I will do something. I don't know that it's one of the ones that they made them take it down. I don't think anybody chugged the moonshine pickles. And I don't think anybody bombed it. So it should still be up. If it's not, let me know. And I'll find some way to find that for you. I want a corn dog breakfast burrito. I bet that would be good. I'm trying to remember we did it for Reckless Eating or we did it for Trippy Food, but some months back, Matt Zion and I did corn dog cereal. So I think it was if I'm not mistaken, I want to say corn dog Lucky Charms. So basically, it was like Lucky Charms cereal with little corn dogs in it. And we actually made that. So that was a little bit strange, but it wasn't horrible for some strange reason. It was not corn dog batter. Okay, so I'm going to have to do the corn dog batter. And I think maybe I will remind Julie and we will do the red hot pickled sausage. Pickled bologna. The reason I'm going to do it with Julie is because here I have to order it. It came from, I don't know, some Midwestern side. I think it was Ohio. It came from Ohio. I had to order it. Julie gets them from this local farm near where she lives. So it's easier for her to get them. So we'll do that there. Did you end up buying the coffin beer? No. The reason I didn't buy the coffin beer, it's a cool concept. And I love the container that it's packed in. But it's that Robinson's Iron Maiden beer. And I've had it before. And it really wasn't that great. So I didn't want to buy it just because it was in this cool packaging and everything. It's cool to look at, which is why I took a picture of it. I didn't buy it only because, like I said, I had the Robinson's Iron Maiden beer before, and it really wasn't that great. So, so that's why I didn't buy it. But that's the only reason. Hey Val, I made it. Hey, you did make it, Jonathan. If you make it out of wood. The word today is let's see, triglyceride. Today the word is triglyceride. I think Val is stalling. No, I'm just when I'm interacting with the I could be stalling. But when I'm interacting with the chat, I want to make sure that if somebody's asking me a question, I answer it. I want to make sure that I address. It's not going to be easy to do once we get to 25,000 subscribers, even. Hey, I forgot to mention we're really close to 5,000. We are 110 away. So anything you guys can do, appreciate it. No bots though. No fake accounts. But anything you can do. We are really, really close. I don't know if you guys can see this. Right there is the 2021 one chip challenge, Pocky one chip challenge. I have not done that yet. That chip is still in there. I will do that. I will do that once we get 5,000 subscribers. I will also do that, and I will also do the leftovers of that peanut brudel. When I only did the first step, and the other two were worse. I will do both of those if we get to 5,000 subscribers. So just wanted to put that out there. Second one, marketing gets me mad, and I know it. Yep. Okay, so people still answer the question, and I have this habanero, and I'm going to eat this, and I'm probably an idiot for doing this, but I'm going to drain it. I want to get all the vinegar out of that. May God have mercy on my soul. I have the fan on, but it's getting warm in here. Oh my God. Whew. Yes, the Cassandra, surprisingly, it still has that habanero flavor. I was not expecting it to, but it does. So it's good. Oh. Tongue's on fire. Maybe these? Wow. Oh. My mouth is on fire. Whew. Ha. The cider. Okay. Let's try that. I think it made it worse. Whoa. Wow. Wow. Ha. That's hot. That's hot. Whoo! I'll join you with snacking on dill chips. I got limited edition flavor mashup from Lay's. It says the white cheddar smart food popcorn seasoned on dill Lay's chips. Oh, try that. Let us know. Oh my God, my mouth is still on fire. Ha! Look at that knife. Let's try this. Ha! Wow. That packs a wallop. You're probably right, Eli. You guys didn't try to talk me out of that one. Wow. Mouth is still on fire. All right, here we go. The question was, tartar sauce is usually served with what food? That seems like so long ago. Let's see. Whew. Wow, that's hot. It looks like the first answer. Miguel Rangel said pescado. Jared Tierno said fish. Let's see. El Marawadi 209 said corn dog, I think. It actually sounds good. Tartar sauce with corn dog. I think that was an answer. Is that it? Well, look, oh, we were talking about corn dogs. I think that was it. Oh, Donald Lauderdale said fish or seafood. There's a lot in there. There's a lot of stuff to go through. Oh, Miguel Rangel said pescado is my answer. I think that's you twice, Miguel. Okay. The correct answer is, in fact, fish, which also is pescado, which also is seafood. Everybody got it right. 100 points for everybody. Everybody. And when I say everybody, even if you didn't answer, still 100 points. Because I might have missed somebody, and I don't like to do that. I don't like to miss it. Would you eat a fish Big Mac, Val? I'm glad you asked that, John. So when McDonald's did their, they call them menu hacks. They're not menu hacks if McDonald's is offering them. We did do that. So I think it was called the Surf and Turf. So check that out, John. Go to our channel and do a search. I think we did it with Dallas DJ, my grandson. And well, I don't think it was a Big Mac. I think it was a quarter pounder, though. It was a quarter pounder with a fish, with a fillet of fish. So check that out, John, and let me know what you think. Here we go. Ha. What kind of friends would you be if it didn't encourage you to eat all the spicy foods you can? I'm feeling that like in here. I am feeling that like all through me. That is, whoo, yeah. Didn't get right because I didn't answer due to my dog pooped in the house. You still get points, Joshua, because everybody got it, and so they got one. They did it for the team. The whole team wins. You get points anyways. I'm sorry about your dog poop. How's Dallas? He's such a funny kid. He's doing. He does a lot of school stuff. He does a lot of sports stuff and everything. So he keeps himself busy. Had him on him a while. We'll have to get him back on again soon. Again, correct answer was in fact fish. So I think everybody got that right, or close to right, anyways. So 1 second. I was gonna say if I blow it, I'll mute, because that can be gross. All righty, so let's do this. We are, because of the complexity of this stuff, here's what I'm going to do. We're going to, usually I stack things on top of each other. These things are not really stackable. So I'm going to do this. I am going to cut this up. Cut each one of these up. And we're going to make a pickle salad, sort of. There we go. All right, so we've got the tomato. Let's do one of the peperoncinis. The Greek red cheese stuffed peperoncinis. Oops. Now, cheese is so weird. All right. You guys seeing that squish out? That cheese? All right, we got that. Let's see. We did the green tomatoes. We need a Brussels sprout. I predict this is going to be good. And I no longer have that habanero to add in there because, well, you guys know why. You saw it. You witnessed it. My contact numbers are in my back pocket, guys, if anything happens. That's too late. There's got to be an easier way to do this, like a cleaver or something. And one of our SuckerPunch pickles, hot pickles. It's now missing a habanero. And I know where it went. And I know exactly where it is. the Cassandra, they are not overly spicy. So if you like slightly spicy, like mild spicy, if you don't like anything spicy at all, you don't like spicy whatsoever, you won't like them. But if you like mild spice, like if you can handle Tabasco, you will like them. They're like that level of spice. I would say they're not even as spicy as a green pepperoncini. That is what I would say. All right, so here's what we're going to do, because I promised that I would do this. So I'm going to kind of mix this all together here. Let me do this on the plate. I will tell you, it doesn't look appetizing. Just going to kind of mix that up a little bit. Let's mix this in a glass. So I'm going to do soda. A little bit of the cider, a little bit of pickle juice, this is probably one of the first times that we're able to do one of these mashups with the beverages that we do. And let's find us a nice big chip, if we can. Here we go. Perfect. You guys ready for this? It's going to be fun, I think. Maybe. Maybe not. All right. So let's just put this mixture on here. Make sure we get a little of everything. I'm putting it on one side. It's all falling off the other, isn't it? On the side I can't see. There we go. Here we go. Cheers. Altogether, it's not really that hot. Well, the thing is, we watered it down a little bit with the beverages. There's no one thing that stands out. So I know there's like, it doesn't taste like a dill pickle. It doesn't taste like a Brussels sprout. It doesn't taste like a tomato. Nothing really stands out. You do get that pickle brine flavor. You get that vegetable taste, but that kind of generic vegetable taste. There's a little bit of that cheese flavor, which is nice. And on the chip is just a palette to put it on. It's, you know, the chip, you don't get a lot of the potato flavor from the chip. Just kind of does what it does. It's actually pretty good. I don't think of any practical reason to do this. But you know, okay, I take that back. What would be good is chopping this all up and putting it on an Italian sub. So, you know, if you had an Italian sub, just chop that up, put all this on top of an Italian sub. That would be awesome. It would not be traditional. It would not be authentic, but I think it would be awesome. I'm going to give that mixture a thumbs up. There we go. I still got the habanero in my throat. Anyways, interesting. I think everything was a win here. I don't think there was anything that was like just I think I did give the cider a thumbs in the middle, but you know, mixed with this stuff and everything, it wasn't bad. I think that was a win. So we got a minute left. I will remind you guys that in half an hour at 3 p.m. we are doing a premiere of our Trippy Food visit to the Grand Canyon with Matt Zion. So you guys check that out. I don't know if you're subscribed, you'll probably get a message about it and everything. I will be on the chat during that thing. So yeah, be on that. Be also aware there will be a link in that video that will point you towards Matt's video, because Reckless Eating also did a video at the Grand Canyon that we're in. So you get like double dose of Grand Canyon, and each one is a little bit different. So it's pretty. I just want to remind you, if you have not subscribed, to go ahead and subscribe. We are 110 away from 5,000. Really want to make it. We're going to do some crazy, stupid stuff based on eating that habanero. It's going to be stupider and crazier. We're doing some crazy stuff when we get to 5,000. I would say do not create fake accounts or anything, but if you can, and if you're not subscribed, subscribe. Or if you want to think they would enjoy Trippy food, and have them subscribe. Also, keep in mind that a lot of the people on the channel, Janice Yamanaka, Tom, Old Guy in Colorado, Fine Dining, Reckless Eating, there's this whole list. If you want to know who we recommend, only because most of the people that we have done collaborations with, but there's some other people that maybe have not done collaborations with, but I think they have great channels. Go to our featured channels at the bottom of our main page on our YouTube channel and check them out. When you do check them out, make sure that you like the videos and make sure that you subscribe to them, because it helps. Every little bit helps. They're all growing in size, slowly, but they're building a following, and I think that's a good thing. So please check them out. I'll remind you that Tom, Old Guy in Colorado, is doing a live stream in 2 hours from now, so 5 p.m. Pacific time. He's going to be doing a live stream, so jump over there and check that out. I think Jackie Hero does a live stream on the weekends as well. The Trips is usually on Fridays. Reckless Eating is probably going to do something in the next, probably he's doing maybe one right now, today. So be sure to check them out. Be sure to give them love. Be sure to subscribe to them and everything, because it does help. It does make a difference. I want to tell you again how much I appreciate you guys taking part of your weekend out to join me on the live stream. I always look forward to it. Work all week. I do some other stuff too. But I work all week, and I just really enjoy the camaraderie. I enjoy the community that we've built here and everything. And so I always enjoy and always love doing these with you. And I hope that you feel the same way. And then finally, I remind you that it's crazy out there. So please be careful. Take care of yourselves. Absolutely take care of other people. And we'll see you soon. Thank you, everybody. See you in half an hour, maybe.